Hey bikers, thanks for tuning in to another Bikerman video. Today I'm going to show you guys a hack to turn an everyday casual pair of pants into biking pants without breaking the bank. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you out there. So what am I looking for in a bike pant? Well, first of all, I prefer a casual look, something that I could wear into the coffee shop after my ride. 2, it's got to be comfortable and practical, good pockets, stretchy material, and finally, it's got to be a decent price. Now, this pair of Wranglers that I got from Walmart, I think hits all of those boxes. Great material, casual look, good pockets, and only $27. So for me personally, it hits all the boxes. The only thing that I need to kind of convert it into biking pants is to make sure that the bottom cuffs grip tightly to my legs. So to do this, you're going to need 3 things. First, you're going to need a pair of scissors. Should have those at home. 2, chopstick or some other kind of skinny device that you'll be able to use to push the last item through the bottom of the pant, which is the elastic. Now, as you're picking out the elastic, which I also actually got from Walmart, you're going to want to make sure that you get elastic that's smaller than the cuff area on the bottom of your pants. I think you could do this same process to a variety of different pants, not just these ones, but just make sure that your elastic would fit between the seam and the end of the cuff on your pants. So what you want to go ahead and do is pull the cuff of your pants up, and once again, just to reiterate this point, your elastic needs to be smaller than the cuff of your pant. Basically, that cuff has been folded over and sewed, so there's a soffit or an opening on the inside of that. So first thing we're gonna do is gonna go ahead and cut some holes to gain access to that soffit, and you just want to cut it from the inside. So I personally have done it in 4 different places throughout the cuff. So this, for me, and using a chopstick, it was the sort of the right distance to be able to fit that chopstick through the hole without it becoming too big and stopping the progress of the elastic. So like I said, you're going to want to know what that distance is, so that you have enough holes for whatever your material is, and if you're using a chopstick, that kind of diameter, or the diameter of whatever other device that you're using. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of walk you through the first stages here, and then I'll speed it up just so that you can go through. But the first thing, like I said, that I go ahead and do is cut the holes. Start on the ends where the extra material has been sewn over. I guess you'd consider that the sides of the pants. Just make sure that those holes are wide enough so that you can fit that elastic through. And then just roughly the halfway points, make some additional cuts. And I think the first time I did this, I didn't make the cuts wide enough, so I'm just going through and being extra thorough for you so you can kind of learn from my mistakes. So now I've got 4 holes in there. And from here, we can actually start feeding in the elastic. So make sure that you've got a long enough piece of elastic, and just feed it onto the end of your chopstick there, and you kind of fold it over and pull it tight, and then you're feeding it through. And you can squeeze the pant leg with your left hand while you push that in there, and you can kind of feel it going through. And then you'll come out to the first hole. And once you're out to the first hole, you pull that in through. Make sure you pull off enough elastic at this point to get to the next hole. And repeat this process for the rest of the pant. So once you brought the elastic all the way through to the original opening, you're going to have two pieces. You're going to have the tag ends of the elastic coming out the same hole. And now at this point, you're going to have a decision to make how tight you want the opening to be. It's sort of up to you. I would recommend actually putting the pants on and feeling them up on your leg to see how snug you want them to be. I personally want them just snug enough to keep the pant out of my chain, but not too tight so as it's restricting blood flow on my leg. So I've now been using these completed pants for the last couple of weeks. Actually bought 2 pair, did it with 2 pair. It's been awesome so far. They're really comfortable. The pants themselves seem durable. I mean, they're a $27 pair of pants, so don't think that I don't know if they're going to last for years, but they're definitely going to get me through this winter, keeping the wind off my legs. And they're keeping the pants out of my chain so far. They feel almost like a pair of sweats, like around the ankles, so it's really it's snug, but it's comfortable. A couple of things that I would kind of just say is something to think about is the first pair of pants that I bought in my normal length. I would recommend buying maybe 1 length bigger than what you're used to, just because that pair kind of rides up my calf more than I would want it to. But otherwise, I highly recommend doing this to a pair of pants that you enjoy. And thank you so much for tuning in to the video. Like, subscribe, and I will see you out there.